Yeah, it's been interesting. Here we go. Let's start the Smokies someday soon here when we get out the door. Hey, we're getting ready to leave Fontana Village. I just walked across the street to get internet because our cabin is like on the one corner here that does not get internet and use the area's Wi-Fi. We have to walk across the street to get internet. So here we go, loading up the car with all our packs. Look at them doing that. We're gonna get our packs in there somehow. This is a cabin that we've enjoyed so much. Thank you, Nate, for 2 nights and Bouncer for a night. Got us out of the storms. That was the same system of storms that had tornadoes in Texas, so we got out of that. We had a couple nights of hot meals and hot showers. And we're getting ready to go out into the cold, icy...
Tonya's friend.
His name's Nate.
Thank you, Nate. It was greatly needed.
It was. Especially in preparation to go out into the cold, snowy Smokies for the next 8 days. All right. We'll see you at the trailhead.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna fall over. Oh my gosh. Don't lean backwards. What do I do? We're all gonna be turtles laying on our backs going, ah! This is, yeah, there's something different.
I'm sorry, I can't even get a word in because I'm just laughing at you guys.
I'm like literally gonna fall over backwards. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, what I was gonna say was we're getting our packs on and here we go, but we might need to do some adjusting.
I'm gonna go with it till we get to camp. I'll pack it up different tomorrow.
All right. Well, here we go.
Yeah.
Thank you to Bouncer for everything.
Thank you, Bowser.
We'll see you up the trail.
All right. Yes, he's going to be back again. Bouncer will be in the videos again in the future. He's going to follow us all the way to Maine. Bye, Aussie. Bye, Aussie. Such a good boy. Or girl. Sorry, I'm saying good boy. All right. Here we go. We're going to start right here and put our stuff in the hiker box. There are Smokies permits. Fontana is behind us. This is where we were yesterday.
Did you get yours?
Let's do it. Everyone's got their permits? Got them handy?
No.
Uh-oh, what'd you do with it?
Where's your permit?
Okay.
I was like, to put it somewhere safe. Did you get
We're
yours?
gonna get on the trail, I swear. Alright, we really are doing this now. Oh, I guess Aussie wants to come with us. Here we go. Hiker permit number 1 goes in. Brazil is legal. Woo!
Yes.
Give me a dance. We're not dancing today. The packs are too heavy. Boom.
Oh, I can't even get it in.
That's how many people are in the Smokies right now.
That's what he said.
I was not going there. Sticky buns, you gonna throw yours in?
Yep.
All right. Oh, she's getting pictures.
Pretend.
Come over on this side. More room.
Just go inside. I know, I won't.
Oh my gosh, you guys. How many people does it take to put a permit in a box?
You haven't seen the men do it yet.
I haven't seen the men do it yet. You're right.
Bye.
Bye.
Box. Somehow get it in here with all the rest. Oh, mine went right in. Oh, no, it didn't. There it is.
Boom! I'm legal!
Taking a quick break. 2.5 miles into today's hike. He said it's only 5 miles to the campsite, but the first 3.5 miles is pretty much all uphill. So I'm 2.5 miles into it. I go at a faster pace on the ups than the other girls do, so I honestly have no idea how far behind they are. But I'm just going to keep going because when I stop, it's cold. But I needed to stop and stretch out my shoulders a bit, go to the bathroom, and just take a breather before this last mile to Shuckstack Tower, which I can see now as I'm winding around on the trail. And yeah, it's like straight up to that tower. So I've been there before, but it was about 10 years ago. It was in 2013. And all I remember was that it was steep. And it is, especially with a pack on your back. But yeah, taking a break. 2.5 miles in. A mile to go, and then I'll be at Shuckstack, and I will see you at the tower. Alright, so y'all can see what I see ahead of me. You see that right there? That's a tower. That's where I'm going. So that hill is my climb ahead of me. Yeah. My heart is happy. Just one of many to come. Coming around this bend, I've been kind of looking down, looking at rocks. I look up, and there's a view. Smokies, just full of them. I mean, North Carolina has been too, don't get me wrong, but man, my phone just can't even capture how there's just ridges and rolling hills upon hills through these trees here. So beautiful. Can I just say how weird it is to be hiking and looking down and not have my little man in front of me? It's so weird. I'm so used to him tied to my waist and hiking in front of me now. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I'm coming around another bend and this is even better than the other one. Oh, I didn't even know this was here as I turned my camera on. Oh my god, that wind is so cold today. Oh, it's gonna be freezing at the tower. All right, look behind me. Oh god, I love it here. I just love it here. Look at this. This is what we get to enjoy for the next 8 days. It's like around every bend. Just beautiful scenery. Oh, I love it. Love it. Alright, so anyway, aside from missing my little man through the Smokies, was looking at far out here because I was curious about today's elevation gain, because when we looked at it we just were like, oh, that's like straight up fun. But hold on a second, I'm walking over some slippery rocks. Okay, so anyway, I looked at the elevation gain. We started in the parking lot at around 1,800 feet. The fire tower that I'm about to get to, gosh, it is so pretty. Sorry, I just looked up and I can't get over how pretty it is 4,000 feet. And we're doing that in 3.5 miles. So about 2,700 elevation gain about in 3.5 miles. So pretty steep. I'm on a nice flat ridge right now. And then we go down just a little bit to our campsite in the 1.5 miles after the tower. We're going to be sleeping at around 3,700 feet tonight. And then we just keep climbing over the next couple of days to Clingman's Dome, the Newfound Gap, highest point in the Smokies, highest point in the AT. And then, yeah, still more ups and downs after that. But they're going to be beautiful. Look at this. Okay, now I really will see you at the tower. You know me, I gotta freak out over blooms and flowers. So I freaked out first over the view that I'm not even to the top yet. Look at that. And then I turned around and saw this tree in full bloom. I got all excited. But I got, hi! This is my friend Nicole, we just met on the trail. I got 3 more flights to go, so here we go. Holy cold up here. I'm so glad this part of it is enclosed because I'm freezing. That is a heck of a climb up here too. I can tell what ones have pains and what ones don't. So cold. So cold. See that kind of dizzying turn of stairs all the way back down? Yeah, that's what I have to very carefully go back down now. Alright, here we go. I'm not recording it. The base of the tower. That's what I just climbed. Here's the views. And I was talking to Nicole on the way up. I did notice that there's this like chimney and maybe like old foundation type thing here. So I guess they must have had some sort of like quarters for housing for the people on the watchtower. There's a pipe thing. This looks like some sort of foundation. There's no signs or anything talking about it, but that's definitely an old chimney, which is kind of cool. All covered in moss now. and a rock wall along the edge here. Oh, kind of cool. There it is, Shuckstock Tower. And there's the views all the way around, and my fingers are numb, so I'm gonna go back to hiking to get warm. So I'm at the campsite, which is a little confusing because there's this sign posted that says to only camp at designated numbered campsites. I'll walk over to it actually to show you how ridiculous it is. Okay, here it is. Camp only at designated campsites, right? And then there's a grand total of 7 campsites, which is ridiculous because how are 7 people during thru-hiker season going to fit in this area? Then they have right here the food cable storage areas. Is right down here. I don't know if you can see them hanging from the trees, probably not. You can see right in there's these trees, the cables, and underneath where those cables are, there's like perfectly flat level area to put tents, and it's taken up by where the freaking bear bag cables are, which is ridiculous. So now up here is where I'm taking it. It says, look, hitch rack, okay? Hitch rack, right? And then right beside it, signs everywhere. There's like 4 of them. No horses. There's another one up here, but then it says, like, it's so confusing. Water horse. Here, water horse with bucket. And then down that way, there's another no horses sign. And then coming in over here from that direction, now you can't see it. There's another no horses sign. So it's like, what? Are horses allowed through this little area right here or not? Because that's the hitching post that is marked on the sign. But this is the only area that is flat and big enough for 4 tents. So I'm taking it for us. And I hope that there aren't people with horses coming through trampling on us. All right, all the pretty ladies made it in all our pretty rainbow tents. Somehow fit into this little spot right here that's kind of weird. It's over here. And it is cold. Oh, anyone know what the actual temperature is?
Cold.
Cold. Sticky Buns, what's the actual temperature?
Freaking cold.
And why are you wearing shorts?
Because I'm crazy.
How you doing over here?
I'm good.
It's snack time.
I'm eating my Easter candy I found. The Easter bunny left.
Easter bunny left on the trail yesterday.
Oh.
Nice. Sticky Bun's getting hers all set up. And I'm gonna go eat some snacks now too. Okay. Burr! Okay, y'all. It is cold. It is really, really cold. This might get colder than I'm shaking so bad. I'm not even sure I can hold the phone straight. This might get colder than any of my shakedown hikes even were. Oh, it's supposed to snow tonight. I'm shivering, keeping my bear bag somewhere. I don't know, there's like openings everywhere everyone can see you. I need to go potty too. Okay, I'm literally shivering. So this may be my last video tonight because I'm gonna turn my phone off a lot while I'm in the Smokies to try to conserve my battery. I'll let you know if we survive the cold night. Bye.
You're welcome, Brazil! My cheese puffs are now powdered!
Thank you so much! Oh, wait, what? Your cheese are what?
I was literally like this.
She was like sitting on it.
I was like, ah! All my potato
I
chips.
didn't see it!
Everything is crushed to a fine powder.
Oh my gosh.
So your garbage is safe.
Sorry!
That was all to get Brazil's garbage in there. Okay, so we've never used these bear lines before.
We're gonna go try.
These
Should be
existing bear lines here. So we're gonna go, I'm gonna probably get some humorous action out of these ladies hanging their bear bags. Mine I can just tie to a tree, which I did around the corner.
And my vault's just gonna go down there somewhere.
Yeah.
Where the bears can play with it in the water.
We'll find all of your
My vault will be
vault,
down the
yeah,
river.
like way down the river, down
At
the.
least it's not a flowing river.
It's bonus miles to go after the bear vault.
Yeah.
All right, here's the other bags to be hung. How you doing? Are you warm now, Sticky Buns?
I am.
Look, she's got pants on.
I got pants on.
Here we go. All right.
Okay, you flip it on.
Oh, see, Sticky Buns has done it before.
Wait, mine doesn't have a clip.
Yours doesn't have a clip?
This one has a clip.
These guys are really enjoying the entertainment over here too.
Oh, wait, wrong way. Hold on. No, that's the right way. Yep, flip.
See, they're attached to these things up here.
Or am I supposed to put it on that hook?
I thought you'd done it before.
Before they had clips on both sides.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you're saying. There's a hook. I don't know if you can see this contraption. There's a hook there. See that hook she's bringing down? So what are you doing with the hook? Are you hooking the hook to something? You're just hooking it to what's? Oh, there's a clip on the tree. Like that.
Like that.
clip on the carabiner, and then hook onto the tree.
Okay, you see the little carabiner that's the hook too?
Clip to the carabiner.
There, yours is broken.
That means the bear's coming to get you, Lisa. Sorry.
Yeah, you can do it over there.
Okay. And you got yours, Brazil? That was easy enough. I don't have a hole in mine, so I couldn't do that anyway. I guess I probably could have tied it onto the carabiner. And then clippy clip. Just like, I was like, just like that, as she's struggling to get the hook on there. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And there's the bear bags. Now, the only problem with this is that mice and squirrels and chipmunks can still get in them. But hey, the bears are gone. All right, now that the bear bags are successfully hung and we're all frozen, right, ladies? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna about ready to clothesline myself literally here.
That's so cool.
All right, now we are going to go huddle up in our tents. Try to stay warm through this cold night. Brrr. I'm in my tent, and I miss Zobi. My baby boy. And he helps keep me warm. Brrr. It's cold. Good morning. I have totally lost track of what day it is, but it's in my phone, so I'll tell you what day it is. But it's the first full day in the Smokies, day 2 of the Smokies. And we survived the cold night. It's cold this morning, but I honestly don't think it's any colder than our coldest mornings we've had so far. It's cold. But there isn't snow. We thought there might be some. It was snowing up on Klingman's Dome yesterday. It's supposed to rain and snow tonight, so I think that tonight and tomorrow is actually probably going to be our coldest. Look, there's a little bit of sunrise behind me. I had an interesting night. Something happened that has not happened for a while. I was warm and toasty, but was starting to get a little chilled as the night went on, and I woke up, kind of chilly, and I zipped up my mummy bag to be even more mummy-like. I cinched it tighter closed so that basically just my nose was sticking out, and I had a panic attack. And I haven't had a panic attack in a while. Just all of a sudden I felt like I was suffocating, and it was all dark and I couldn't see anything, and I had mittens on, and I had this up over my mouth and this over my ears, and then the mummy all around me, and I couldn't get out of the mummy bag, and I was trying to get my gloves off, and I couldn't find the zipper, and I couldn't find the little cincher, and I was like trapped in it, and it was dark, and I just like freaked out. Thankfully I don't think I woke anyone up. I don't know, I guess I'll find out later, but I started just feeling the edges of my vision start to blur and go black, and like I was gonna pass out, and was trying to get out of the mummy bag and was panicking, and it was pretty bad. So then after that I had a lot of trouble falling back asleep. And the night was getting colder, of course, because we were getting towards the morning hours, but I'm okay. Obviously, hopefully that doesn't happen again. And I don't know. I don't really know what triggered it or caused it, but I just, when that happens, I just, pray a lot. get calmed down and know that there's nothing out there like trying to get me. But my mind starts to spin and spiral into like, what am I doing out here, and what have I done with my life? Like, why am I not still living in my condo in Florida selling real estate, and you know, whatever. It's fine now, but that's how my night went. So I'm going to get my food bag, which is over here behind me. Somewhere. There it is. Stuck in the tree. There it is. Stuck in the tree. Boom. Get my food bag, make my coffee, and I honestly don't have any idea what time the girls are gonna get up this morning because no one wants to get out of their warm sleeping bags. But we have 8.6 miles to go to the shelter that we're planning to go to tonight. Camp on the Blue Blaze to the shelter tonight, because that's what you have to do in the Smokies. You can only camp on the Blue Blazes or sleep in the shelters in the Smokies or at a designated campsite, but this is the only one. So, all right, I'm getting my coffee. All right, here's all the pretty ladies with our pretty colorful tents all picked up, and we're about ready to go. Where's Sticky Buns? Oh, she's hiding behind Brazil over there. There she is. It is cold. It's not the coldest morning we've had because we're out of the wind at the moment. But as soon as we get into that wind, it's gonna be cold. Yeah. So we're wearing our rain gear and our puffies to protect ourselves against the wind today. 8.6 miles, day 2 of the Smokies. Let's do it. Hi. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but everyone else in our group and other groups, other hikers that I'm seeing at camp and passing on the trail are like flipping miserable and hating and cursing the Smokies and wanting to get out of here, take zeros, get off the trail already. And I'm like loving life. Like, I don't mind the ups, I don't mind the downs, I don't even mind the cold, and I'm a Florida girl. And I don't know, maybe it's that, you know, I lived here and this is where I fell in love with hiking. Smokies mean a lot to me, but I mean, outside of this bitter cold wind and the cold front that's moving through tonight. Now, tomorrow I might be cursing life because it is supposed to rain and snow and be frosty and windy and cold tomorrow and overnight. There's a guy behind me, but I think he's far enough back. So, I don't know, maybe my tune will change tomorrow, but right now, I mean, I got views in every direction. I don't mind the hike. I mean, I don't think we've got a couple of ups. We're going over 2 peaks today. I don't know, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm loving life. But I'm sticking with the crew and I want them to be safe and healthy. Everyone in our group is nursing some sort of minor injury that we don't want to exacerbate and turn into something worse. So we're trying to take it slow and steady through the Smokies, and I'm just hoping that we can all make the same miles each day and get through this together, because I wouldn't be surprised that Newfound Gap, the road the road about halfway through the Smokies ends up being closed with this cold front coming through. But yeah, I've passed a couple of people who are like just bitterly complaining. Strider actually left camp before we did this morning, and then I passed him coming back into camp as I was coming out of camp because he was cold. He said he just didn't have appropriate clothing and gloves and stuff for this cold, so he was taking a 0 or 2 back at that campsite just in his tent until this weather passes. I mean, I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep warm and stay alive or whatever, but I don't know. I'm living life. I know my time will come, probably when I'm covered in bug bites and itchy and sweaty and miserable and the trail's muddy and I have to carry Zobi and his extra weight for days. Yeah, I'll be complaining then. But right now, I'm happy. I haven't been paying any attention to where I am today. I've just kind of been in go mode. I'm already 2.3 miles in today's hike, and I have about 6.4 to go to the Russell Field shelter, which is today's goal. So I just kind of came up on the intersection and it surprised me because I didn't realize I'd gone that far already. Hey, means I'm hiking well and enjoying it, even in the wind. Actually, this last section has been kind of sheltered from the wind, so it's been nice. Hey, going back to it. Okay, I had to stop for the really cool tree right here, and I don't have potato chip with me to laugh about me getting inside it, but you know I am so gonna get inside there. Oh yes, I am. All right, potato chip, wherever you are behind me on the trail, this is for you. Oh, I can easily get in this one. Ta-da! Yes! Well, I'm about halfway into today's hike and just realized I haven't stopped. Other than like taking a picture here or there, I haven't taken my pack off. I haven't had anything to eat. I've only drank from my even little hose thing once. Like, I've just been in go mode, like go, 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 and like enjoying the hike and lost in thought. And yeah, so I was starting to get hot. I'm on my second big climb of today's hike and took my rain jacket off. Probably will put it back on because I'm getting chilly now with it off with the wind hitting me, but needed to cool down a bit. Need to eat, need to drink, needed to go to the bathroom. So yeah, I'm 4.2 miles into today's 8.6 hike, so pretty close to halfway. Second big climb of the day. Going to, I forget the name, I'll have to find it and put it on the screen, but there's a funny name to the peak that we're going to today that I'm sure if I were with the other girls, they'd be having some hilarious comments about. So I don't know, maybe I'll slow down and see if I can catch them at the peak if it's not too windy, because it's not too far from there to the shelter we're going to then. All right, I'm gonna eat. I think I might be lost. Not lost, just not on the AT. I was paused at Molly's Ridge shelter and talked to some people and got back on the trail, I thought, but there was also a horse trail there. I might go back. I just suddenly realized I hadn't seen a white blaze in a while, so I pulled out far out, and it is showing me as being 0.1 off of the AT right now. And I know I've been walking longer than 0.1. I think I've gone about a half mile actually, but it's showing the AT as being to my north. So either my far out is off, or I'm actually not on the AT. We're gonna find out. This is fun.
Checking it.
All right, I just met up with my friend Nicole.
Hi.
And her far out shows us as being on it. Mine still shows me as being 0.3 off of it, and there are no white blazes in this section. So, Great Smoky people, put white blazes around Molly's shelter. Devil's Tater Patch, that's why it's called that. It's the Devil's Patch, it gets you confused. There's no taters either. Darn it, taters sound really good. I think I'm gonna have them for dinner. I better be on the trail. Half a mile past the shelter and not a single white blaze still. And I've been looking on all trees, all rocks, all logs. Keep getting fooled by like birch because I'm looking for one so hard. And Nicole took off ahead of me, said, if you see me coming back, you know this is the wrong direction. I'm like, great. Then a guy I'd been leapfrogging is behind me. His far out seemed to be working just fine and showed us as being on it. So my far out just now for the first time showed me as being back on it. But I'm still looking and there is not a single white blaze to be found. Okay, so we just ran into a wonderful young couple going from shelter to shelter in this section of the AT doing trail magic. So they confirmed we are indeed on the AT, and we told them there are absolutely no white blazes in this section, and they said they didn't realize it because, you know, they're always running around in this section of the AT from shelter to shelter doing this. And they said there's a ridge runner behind them that I should be coming up on shortly. They just left the shelter that I'm heading to, So definitely going to let the ridge runner know that this section needs to be marked with white blazes. There are no white blazes, none. I'm like a mile and a half past the last shelter now, and there hasn't been a single blaze. So that's scary for anyone who's using a paper guide and going by the white blazes and signs. And then for people like me who's far out, I just checked my far out again. It still has me as being a half mile off the trail. So I'm on it. I know that for sure now. Oh, and here's Nicole ahead of me. But yeah, this is kind of a sketchy thing when there's no white blazes and the map's telling you you're not on the trail. First white blaze since Molly's Ridge Shelter. 2 miles, first blaze. That's ridiculous. Well, day 2, and as much as I love the Smokies, and I do, I'm beyond frustrated with their management of the AT. First of all, we got to the camp last night. You can only camp in the Smokies at designated campgrounds, which there's only one, or which is the one we were at last night, or you can camp around a shelter. There's like no place to camp around the shelters. I'm at this shelter. There's this nice flat grassy area right behind me here. But look what is right beside that flat grassy area. I don't know if you can see them through the trees, but there's the bear cables are literally right beside this grassy area, like 20 yards tops from the shelter. Why are you putting bear cables 20 yards from the shelter? That should be like at least 100 yards away. And right next to the only place to camp. So behind me, there's like maybe 1 or 2 tent sites. And then on the other side of the shelter, there might be room for 1 or 2 tents, but it's all rocky and rooty everywhere. So there's only this grassy area right here that is right next to the bear cables. So I'm just totally beyond frustrated. You should be able to, you know, camp wherever you can camp then if there's nothing available. Or freaking Friends of the Smokies or National Park people come out here and actually create some campsites around the shelters then. Like, get rid of some of these rocks and roots, flatten areas out, move the bear cables, because it's actually nice and flat underneath the bear cables. You can probably get 2 tents under there. I'm frustrated today. Oh well, I'm here, and it's actually been a lovely hike when I wasn't concerned I was on the wrong trail. I'm gonna get my tent set up. See the shelter? Way down there. Like almost a dozen people in the shelter, and it's not even, I don't even know what time it is. I don't even think it's 3 o'clock yet. So I walked down this little side trail that I saw coming back here, and this is where I set up camp. So I'm on a little bit of a slope. I flattened it as much as I could, and then I made another spot here and a spot there and another spot on the other side of me. So I got 4 level-ish spots for all my ladies whenever they get here. All my pretty ladies. Look at how cute we are all in a row. Red, yellow, green. Wait, but where's the blue tent? What do I spy back here? But where's the blue tent? Sticky Buns, what are you doing back here? She's cracking up. You can't see her through the trees. Oh gosh. So I saw this cute little spot when I was looking for a place for us to go, and Sticky Buns sees it and immediately goes, "Oh, I'm going in there." She's all tucked away underneath the roadies. Look how cute. Turn around and say hi. Hello. You're so cute. So we're all together. She's tucked away. Now we're gonna go get water down there. I just took a picture of them looking all cute with their colorful and doing their water, and they looked at me like I was crazy because I took a picture of that. I'm like, it's about the moments and the memories. See, now Brazil's taking pictures too.
Wait, it's my potato chip.
Smile, potato chip.
Yes.
See, now we're always going to remember getting water by the stream, right?
Yep.
Demonstrating how to get water from a leaf. Okay, not really from a leaf, flowing down from a leaf. Yeah, I got one too. Went in from the, yeah.
Yes, there's a
A dead bug.
There's a live book.
Oh, a live bug. I have a dead one in mine. It came in from, that's why we have filters. And we wash these out when we have zeros. Well, I just heard from the kennel and Zobi's doing well. I don't think he misses his mommy though. She said that he's a staff favorite and everyone is loving on him. So that's good. I don't have to worry about him, but I miss him. I miss him a lot. I really wish he was here cuddling with me right now because it's cold. No, wish he was just here with me. I miss him. So I might sleep with Flat Zobi tonight. But I'm really tired because I didn't sleep much after that panic attack thing happened last night. So it's only 6 o'clock and I'm gonna lay down and maybe I'll fall asleep. Good night. Morning. Well, we survived the coldest night yet. Did not snow. Probably did at Clingman's Dome. We're actually still at about 4,000 feet. Clingman's Dome's still about 2,600 feet higher, but it was cold. We looked at the temperature, and it was actual temperature was 18 degrees last night, with like 35-mile-an-hour winds. So we were tucked away back here in the trees, so the wind wasn't as bad. But it's cold. I've been out of my tent for all of 5 minutes and I'm shivering. So it's about 7:25 and we have 9 miles to go today, I believe. So we'll see when everyone gets out of their warm tents and we get started on the day. Hopefully it'll be soon. It was a cold one, definitely a cold one. This is my bandana that I wrap my fuel in, that I put inside my thingy, and that's ice in there because it froze in there. I don't think I have ever loved my coffee more than this morning. It is cold. Hot coffee, hot oatmeal. There's my oatmeal, it's in there somewhere. Look at the ice in my water bottle. It didn't completely freeze all the way through, but I got a lot of ice in there. Oh goodness, it's cold, cold night. Probably the coldest night we're gonna have on the trail. It's supposed to get warmer the rest of the time in the Smokies. So hopefully that's the worst of it. Alright, I've been going for a little while now and I'm finally warm enough to take my mitten off to show you some of the ice on the trail that I've been crossing over. This is all ice. It may not look like it, but it's pretty solid ice. A few little leaky spots and then more ice. Over here, this is all, yep, it's cracking under me. See that? It's cracking under me as I walk on it. All ice. Ooh, yep, crap. I just about fell. Alright, maybe I'll stop trying to record. But this whole little trickling thing right here is covered in ice and there's icicles up here if I can get across this without falling on my butt. Okay, some icicles dripping. Lovely. It got cold last night. Really cold last night. So, I'm trying to figure out how to say what I want to say here. It was cold last night. Maybe I haven't made that clear yet. I slept okay. I actually did not sleep well the night before because I had that panic attack and actually I was thinking about that, sidebar for a moment. I was thinking about that and I think I was more anxious about Zobi being kenneled than I even realized. And I think that may have been part of it because I did that night actually have a bad dream about him being attacked by a dog at the kennel. So yesterday I got the text telling me that he was doing well and that like immediately calmed me a lot. I don't think I realized just how anxious I had been about that. So there were a few times I was chilly, a couple times I just couldn't get comfortable, but other than that I slept okay, better than the night before. Well, the other girls, I don't even know how far back they are. I'm looking, I don't see them anywhere. I think I'm way ahead of them. The other girls, not so much. They didn't sleep well at all, especially Lisa. She said she thinks she slept for about 20 minutes the whole night. She was freezing. Sticky Buns, honestly don't know, because she was abnormally quiet this morning. And when I did try to talk to her, she just didn't say much. So I don't know. I mean, they were all complaining this morning, and I hate that. I hate that for them, and it hurts my heart for them. There's nothing I can do, you know. Last night, now this is probably something I do feel a little bit of responsibility for, but last night we all went and got water, and it was a bit of a ways down a steep little trail to get the water. So everyone filled their Cnox and their water bottles. Well, I knew from past experience to bring them into my tent, or else they were gonna freeze, and they might still freeze a little bit. You saw my water bottle had some ice in it, but still had liquid. Well, each of them, their 2 water bottles plus their 2-liter Cnox are frozen solid. So each of them have between like 3 and 4 liters of ice on top of too much food that they're hauling this morning. And I feel bad for them. I feel bad that they were really cold last night. So I got on the trail, and it's probably just me projecting, but I don't have any injuries and they all do. I can do more mileage, but I'm not, because I want to stay with them. I go at a faster pace than they do during the day. I can't go with their pace. Literally, it hurts me. Just like it hurts someone to speed up and try to keep up with someone, it's the same going in reverse. So my sciatica nerves start flaring up, especially on the uphills, if I don't go at a certain pace. So, and we've all talked about it, it's fine. Hike your own hike during the day, go at your own pace. We'll meet up during breaks if we can. If not, see you at camp, morning and night. I don't know. All I know is that I tested my gear. I came out here prepared. I don't like it. I hate being cold, but I signed up for this. I knew what was coming. I hate hiking in rain, but I signed up for this. I know I'm gonna have to. I hate Zoe being in a kennel right now too, but it is what it is, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna shut up now. See y'all down the trail. Lost in thought for the last 3 miles. I'm gonna share some of those thoughts. We've released some negativity and toxic, I hate to use that word, it's so overused, but it is what it is. Some toxic waste from people that we've been hiking with to have, you know, a positive, very in sync group of 4. And it's been great. And I want to continue hiking with these ladies. But I think, I don't know what the future holds, but I know that the reality is I'm hiking faster than they are, and probably, you know, can be doing more miles. Actually, I know I can be doing more miles. So positivity. I know it was a freezing night. I know it's really hard to be positive when you've been not sleeping well and cold. Don't get me wrong. I moved to Florida for a reason. I grew up in Indiana, northern Indiana. Lake effect snow. Freaking long cold winters. I hate being cold. I hate snow. I hate cold weather. But when it comes to hiking, I prefer hiking in the cold. Or at least cool. I don't really love hiking when I'm dripping sweat, guzzling water, gasping for air, going uphill. And for me, a big concern as the summer months approach is poison ivy, ticks, and mosquitoes. I blow up like a balloon from insect bites. They love me. They don't leave me alone. And poison ivy will probably literally get me off trail if I get it, to have to recover from it. So I'm doing my best. Sorry, my switch hands. I'm doing my best to get as far as I can in the cooler months, so that maybe I'll be higher elevation, away from some of the poison ivy and insects in July and August. Also, I started March 3rd. My goal is by my birthday, June 7th, which is about halfway into this journey of 6 months, is to be halfway or past the halfway point by my birthday. I would like to finish around Labor Day, which is exactly 6 months. So that means, getting at certain points on the trail within certain time frames. And on my own, I'm on pace to do that. I'm hoping that the girls can recover from their injuries, increase mileage, and meet those goals with me. But I might be having to face the decision of, I don't know, I keep saying it's about the experience, and I'd rather have the relationships and the experience and the fun than, hitting big miles and hitting a certain goal by a certain point. But at the same time, the reality is the longer you take, the more it costs. Although with the tramily, you have split costs. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. But back to the positivity thing is, I've been sitting here praying, singing some worship music in my head, thinking through all these thoughts I've been sharing with you. And like this morning, I was trying to say things like, hey, it was cold, but at least it was cold and dry. We're not slogging through rain at 30 degrees or 6 inches of snow. Trail's not muddy, things like that. And it was just met with, which again, I get, you're cold, you're tired, but this is a challenge. This entire trail, I'm gonna change hands again. This entire trail is a challenge. The Smokies are a challenging part of this trail. The terrain is challenging, the weather is challenging. The way it's set up with only being able to camp in certain areas is challenging. And I thought there's someone behind me. And you've got to keep your mental game up. You can't let the mental challenge get you as well. So anyway, I'm doing well. Like physically I'm fine, mentally I'm fine. I'm just worried about the girls and what the future of our tramily might hold, because I really love these girls and I would love to stay with them all the way to Katahdin. So I don't know. Go too fast, you'll miss it. There's just this little side opening here between this roadie tunnel. I looked over to my left and saw this view. Not sure if that's Fontana that I'm looking back on. A little disoriented in my direction right now. Beautiful. I do love the Smokies. This is where I'm at on the trail with these views ahead of me. What I have to look forward to climbing up and over. Sure is lovely though. There's the roadie tunnel I just popped out of. And another roadie tunnel I'm about to pop into. Sure is lovely. Look at that. Look at that. Come around every bend. There's just more beauty to behold. What an amazing world we live in. God is the best creator ever. Look at this. I'm still going up. I'm not to the top yet. Been going up for a hot minute. I turned around and went, oh my God. This is the trail. That's what I'm going up. And we still got more going up. But I'm stopping to enjoy the view right now. Look at that. Look at all those ridges back in there. So pretty. Found this little side path with a rock outcropping. No roadies in the way. Look at that. Gorgeousness. God, I love the Smokies. Just love this. Look at that. And it's not too windy. I'm going to have lunch. Maybe the other ladies will catch me here. That would be nice. I miss them. So pretty. Well, if I were playing a game of where is Tonya going to drop and crack her phone on this journey, Rocky Top is the winner. I dropped it on one of those rocks right over there and have a cracked screen now. That part of the screen I can't touch and do anything with, so probably gonna have to take a zero and get my phone fixed or order a new phone, which is gonna suck. But thankfully the camera still works, so I can still take pictures. Way to go! Drop the phone on Rocky Top. Alright, I've been hanging out here way too long. I need to get back on the trail. I was just putting my pack on and getting ready to leave when I heard someone yelling down the hill, and it sounded like Brazil. So I yelled, "Brazil, potato chips, sticky buns!" And I got a reply. Sounds like they're still down a good ways. And I'm cold, but I'm gonna wait. Perched on these two rocks waiting for them, but enjoying the view while I do so. And they should be coming around the bend right here on the trail any minute, because I can actually hear them talking to each other now.
Hi.
It's Brazil!
It's me.
She's here! Did I get a dance?
No. Oh, up there.
Up there.
Yeah.
You're almost there. A few more steps and it is beautiful, I promise. Hi.
Hello.
Guess what I did?
What do you do?
I dropped my phone and cracked the screen.
No way.
Yeah, pretty bad. I'm probably gonna have to get a replacement phone.
Really?
Yeah. There she is! Potato Chip!
Potato chip's dying.
Oh, Potato Chip, you made it though!
My shoulder is like, help.
But you made it! Look at the views!
Oh my god.
Welcome to Rocky Top,
It's so pretty.
Tennessee state song.
There's poop here.
There's poop here, yes, I saw that too. I don't know if it's coyote or dog, but it's definitely one or the other. Take a load off. There she is! Hey, Sticky Buns! You made it! Welcome to Rocky Top! Is it any wonder they write songs about this?
Oh my god. Oh wow. I think it's on my eyelash.
I think you're right. This is what's on her. Because she just dumped the bag on her face like that.
It's so good.
It looks like it.
Delicious. It's all gone.
But it was worth it, right?
Oh,
And the views are worth the climb?
yeah.
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 And Potato Chip's eating her potato chips over there.
Now I gotta find something else to eat. I'm starving.
Yep, see, she's got her potato chips in her hand. What?
Didn't you say there was a fire?
Yeah, I got an alert this morning that there was a fire at Fontana Dam, which is over there.
I don't see
But there's a fire over there. You can see the smoke. So I don't know if there's two fires or they put it in the wrong area on the alert. But this section of the AT is open, thank God. Well, that's what I was looking for at Rocky Top when I dropped my phone. Let me get a shadow out of it here. I think this is technically Thunderhead Mountain. Rocky Top must not have its own survey. No Zobi paw with me, but there's mine. My paw. Well, I waited so long for the ladies at Rocky Top that I became frozen again. Try not to let on just how cold I actually was while they were up there. But they were still complaining about how cold they had been all morning and that they wanted to go home. I was like, well, I just waited an hour and a half and I'm a freaking popsicle. But it's because I want to enjoy this journey with you guys. So to give them some pep talks and encouragement, and I think it didn't quite land on deaf ears this time like it did this morning, but hopefully I told them, I was like, mind over matter. This is where you have to do that. You got to pull that out. You know, there's enough physical challenges with the terrain and the weather and injuries and everything else. Like, gotta pull out of the negative mindset. You just have to. enjoy what's going on around you. There's views, there's sunshine. It's not snowy, it's not icy. The wind sucks, but it's gonna die down tonight and tomorrow. The weather's gonna get warmer. So try to enjoy it. Gotta, keep giving them that pep talk. I hope it works. But I'm gonna keep going because I'm just starting to get warm again. I've been passing a lot of this today, but this is the prettiest display of it I've seen because I'm still in the shade, so it hasn't melted yet. These are icicles forming in the moss on the edge of the trail. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Been passing a ton of it today, but I think this is the best formed, aside from early this morning when I first started and was freezing. You really do see all seasons in an hour in the Smokies. I just showed you ice, now I'm showing you flowers. Winter, spring, summer, fall. You see it all here in the Smokies. All right, made it to the shelter. 9 miles back there. That is Derrick Knob Shelter, and everyone's camping around it. And that's me, all set up right there. Been here about 40 minutes. Hopefully the girls will be rolling in shortly. I'm gonna go find me a place to go potty and get some water and change. All right, so to anyone who still possibly thinks that I'm hiking this trail alone, here's the campground around the shelter tonight. Block that. There's 3 or 4 more over here. We got 1 more down the trail here by the shelter, and the shelter is entirely full. So yeah, we've got a full house here tonight. Stepped away from everyone to make this portion of the video. And I'm probably gonna cry again. Had a little crying session with the ladies tonight. They're just not healing from their injuries, and I don't want to push them at all, and they don't want to push themselves. They want to stay on the trail. So they're cutting their miles again, probably doing like 6 or 7 miles a day through the rest of the Smokies, which is not going to have them out of the Smokies in 8 days. They're definitely not doing, our biggest day is 13 miles tomorrow, and they're doing 7. Shaking doing this, sorry. I love these girls. I love them. In less than a month, they truly have become like family to me. They've been there for me already. I've tried to be there for them. We've hugged, we've cried. I don't want to hike without them. But our paces are different, our miles are different. I literally can't hike at their pace because it hurts, and they understand that. They do. I mean, they've been there even trying to slow their pace to hike with other people. They know, they get it. And just like pushing yourself to go faster, pushing yourself to go slower actually hurts. And so only doing 7 or 8 miles a day, I'm getting through it in like less than 4 hours, which is half a day. And I'm sitting around camp waiting for them. Or like today, I got here 2 hours before they did. I got to Rocky Top an hour and a half before they did. That alone was 3.5 hours that I still could have been hiking, and I could have got in like another probably 7 miles. Not that I wanted to do another 7 miles, because that would have been a 15-mile day, but I know that I could easily be doing an average of like 11 or 12 mile days right now, and pushing it to the 13, 14, even 15-mile days if I needed to. I'm not looking forward to a 13-mile day tomorrow, but I know I can do it. So I definitely know that I'm going to be finishing the Smokies alone. And I don't know how many days ahead of them I'm going to be finishing, but I can't afford to get a hotel for multiple nights to wait on them, take a bunch of zeros, they get off the trail, they want to take a 0 or 2. I mean, I would love to hang out with them and go into Gatlinburg with them like we had planned. But even getting back on the trail, what happens after the Smokies? They're still doing 7 or 8 mile days, and now I'm doing 13, 14, 15 mile days. I know the whole hike your own hike mantra and all of that, but it's also about the experience, and it's about the relationships and the friends that you make out here. And I know, I mean, I just showed you all the tents that are around here tonight and how many people are out here and the relationships being made, but I know there's other people and I can form other friendships. I love these ladies so much already. It just sucks. Yeah, it's been a rough morning. This is the very first day, literally, of this adventure that I'm completely alone. I don't even have Zobi. I miss him and I miss my girls. I promise to show the good, the bad, and the ugly on this. Today has kind of been all of that. I've had moments of beauty and peace. I've also been really lonely, wondering what the heck I'm doing out here. Right now, I'm sitting in my tent alone, missing my dog, missing my friends, shivering, aching, and wondering what the hell I'm doing out here.